Hey guys, how you doing today? It's me, Kelly. I know I always make that weird face when I'm going because I'm like, am I on the camera? Is the camera starting? Am I looking here? What am I doing? And then I breathe and then I do a weird smile. Very weird. But hey, how you guys doing today? This is going to be a quick vlog. I wanted to join in on the a vlog for August, I think it's called. I don't know. Angie's art channel, or Angie Lupus Life. She has two channels. She's doing it. I'm going to put her link down below. Go check it out. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it, but I usually do a vlog or two a month, and this is going to be my vlog right now. But if you're interested in starting, I mean, it's only the 4th. You can definitely start vlogging in August. Yeah, I don't know. I probably shouldn't even be on. I've been working all day and all that kind of stuff, and I kind of look a mess. I have not dyed my hair yet. I'm thinking about cutting my hair to like around here and long layering it so I could blow it dry a little bit more and have it a little straighter. These curls, this fuzz, this weather, the humidity, I don't even know. Any suggestions? Let me know. I will be dyeing it. Probably, I'd love to dye it all the wild colors I used to, and I see other people dyeing their hair, and I'm like, oh, I'd love to dye my hair that color. The upkeep is way too much for me. I'm lazy. That's why I have not dyed it yet. Plus, if I go into the pool, it's going to bleach it out. What's one to do? So that's where I'm at. Let me know what you think. I'd appreciate it because I'm lost. And I'm thinking, like, my daughter dyed her hair. If you don't know who my daughter is, her name is Emily. I'm going to link her up here, down there. I don't know. Go check out her videos. She's vlogging a little bit more. Her computer crashed and she needed to get it fixed. So she's without a computer right now. But she's using her phone and she's just doing one take because she can't edit. And I think they're better than her edited ones. That's just my opinion. If I told her that, she'd probably freak out on me. But she's doing vlogs and doing her videos without, editing, and really proud of her. She keeps on keeping on, and that's what one could hope for, right? So today I'm going to answer a few questions. If you guys have any questions, let me leave them down below, or you can message me, Facebook, email, whatever. They can be personal, arts, whatever you want. I have quite a few here that I've been asked over the last month or so, and I've been writing down. So I'm going to try to do my best to answer them. I don't know. I'm going to try my best. If you have any other questions, you can definitely ask me. I'm very much an open book. I have a lot of requests to do a lot of vlogs, how do you say, on certain topics, which are going to have to be a whole vlog on itself, on their own. But yeah, so that'll be down the road a minute. But for now, this is what I'm going to do. I did write them down and I did save my paper that I wrote them on. Because normally I write them down and then I don't know why I crumpled them up, throw them away. But okay. So Christine Holt, I'm hoping Christine Holt, yes. She asked me what would happen if I cut a Barbie doll head in half, if we could use it as a mold. So I'm going to try that. I'm going to go get just a doll from like the dollar store and see what it's like. I have plenty of dolls here. I mean, I could cut one of them in half. Some of them are porcelain that I want to redo, but we'll see. So that'll be coming up because I thought that was a great question. Can you cut a baby doll head in half and that give you like the curves and everything of a baby doll face that then you could use it as a mold for a mask or for a face or whatever? So that will be definitely coming up. I think that's fun. That's something different. Ivette Morrison, I believe is her last name. She was asking about doing how to like get things onto a shirt. You can go to your Staples and even Walmart and them probably have it. Your craft stores definitely have it where you can buy iron transfers. And you just, you print it out. Now, if you have an inkjet printer, you buy the ones that obviously go on inkjet. And if you have a toner printer, which would be what kind of printer? Just totally left my mind. Inkjet and laser. Laser printer is toner ink. Then you buy one according to, whatever kind of printer you have. If you don't have a printer, you can definitely go to Staples for a couple bucks and bring on a USB, what you want, the picture to be, and give them what you have, and they will put it on there for you and print it out very easily and simply. Yeah, so that's good. But yeah, that's a very easy way to do it. I have like stamps and stuff like that I'm going to be using and doing things on, shirts and whatnot. But as far as iron-ons, I don't believe, I mean, I use stencils, but I don't think I have anything here to do iron-ons. I'll have to look. If I do, because I'm cleaning out a lot of stuff, I might have some over there. And if I do, I'll do a quick video on it for you, or for anybody who wants to know. Okay, I'm horrible with names. Jeanne, Jeannie, Barney. Anyway, I wanted to do a shout out. She did a travel junk journal and I loved it. I watched it on her video or what have you, and I love the travel art journal. I love that people do junk journals. I'm not the only one who does them. There's many, many people on YouTube who do them, and everybody has their own way of doing it. Everybody has their own rules. Everybody has their own gig. So I love when people do it. I love seeing what other people do and how they do it. You know what I mean? Let's see. Who else is there? Magic Sister. She sent me, I know I did a thank you video on it, but I'm going to be using them soon. They are, I want to say, let me see. Let me write them. I want to say Slovenian, Czechoslovakian probably is what I'm thinking. Now this is my markers that that company sent me. I know I have them here to do a video, but they are the, you know, the cool eggs that they do in the different countries. Oh, Ukrainian? Anyway, she sent me the dies to use and try for mixed media. So I'm going to be doing that as well. I'm really excited about that. To try them out, just some new things. You know, you can use the RIT dye and that kind of thing. So that's kind of what these are like. So they're supposed to be very, very bright. And I really wish that I could do those eggs because they're so cool. It's with the wax and then you color them and dye them and then you take the wax. Oh, they're so cool. Anyway, I'm going to be using that. Okay, I got questions for, because I'm always saying about making wall hangings and quilting and that kind of stuff. And I am going to be doing a wall hanging, a very simple wall hanging that everybody can do. But yeah, I use a lot of different supplies. I was asked, like, well, what else can you use? And also, there was a comment on one of my videos that, this is bizarre, but that had a lot of people emailing me and asking me about the Neo Color 2 from, what is it, Carnadash or whatever the name is, Carnadash. I'm from Jersey. I got a Jersey accent, not a French or whatever the heck that brand is. And when I did the video on it, somebody had left a comment stating that you can't buy them individually. Well, you can. I'm not going to argue with nobody. I bought mine individually. And you can buy them individually. I put the link in there. But a couple people were emailing me saying, oh, I thought I could buy these individually. You can. On certain websites, you can. Maybe if she's in a different country or something, she can't. But you definitely can pick different colors that you want and buy them separately if you choose. Or, of course, as always, it's cheaper to buy like a small pack, you know, when they sell them in the packs. But it's up to you. But yeah, you can. A lot of people were emailing me about that, and you can. And I did put the link down wherever you left me that comment, wondering what, you know, wondering about it, why somebody had a differing opinion than me. People always have differing opinions of me. People, well, that's a whole other thing. People always have different opinions of me, and that's their problem, not mine. Their business, not mine. If I say something that's wrong, or maybe I miss, which, hey, I can, of course, put it down below and say, oh no, this is that. Or you all answer comments for me sometimes when somebody will say, well, you didn't put the link for Amazon. You guys know I suck at the links. I really, really try hard, but sometimes I forget. And then other people will put the links down for it, and I think that's fantastic. I have no problem with that. I think you should help. We should help each other out. So, you know, look around for the Neo Color 2s and see where you can find them individually, you know, and that kind of thing. I know a lot of people, and I'm going to say this as a blanket statement because I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. And I hope I don't. This is not to hurt anybody's feelings, but there are times when people put out videos and people will write me, and people are very protective, and I love it. People will write me and say, you know, so-and-so put a video up today, just like the one you did last week. so-and-so put up a video today, and just like you did yesterday, so-and-so put up, that there's nothing I can do about that. And I can't sit and say to somebody, hey, you stole my idea, because really, you know, who is really original on YouTube anymore? Even the big YouTubers regurgitate the same thing over and over of what other ones do. I still watch them. I don't have no problem with it. Everybody has their own personality. I'm not gonna, get angry at somebody if I do something and they think, hey, that's pretty cool, I'll do it better, I will do a video on it. Then go ahead, be my guest. I don't care. But yeah, so you don't have to waste your time writing me and telling me these things. If I know you're protective and I appreciate it, but there's nothing I can do about it unless I fight with people on YouTube. And what's the point? I don't know. You can watch me, you can watch them, you can watch both. I don't care. But I appreciate the love. I appreciate the support. I appreciate the protective cloak that you guys put over me. I love it. And like I said, maybe old me a few years back, I'd have probably called out people and whatever, but it doesn't matter. I don't care. I do me, and that's all I can do, because that's me. Look, I come on video with this delicious hair with grays sticking out. What the heck? All right. Okay. Okay, what was this? Okay, so these are questions like that are, I guess, more personal, I guess I would say. But what's my favorite food? Somebody asked me. My favorite food is, well, if you're talking, I'm a sushi freak. I love sushi. I love seafood and I love sushi. Those are my two favorite things. I can live on seafood and sushi. My favorite, I love salmon. I love crab cakes. I just made salmon cakes the other day. I love seafood as much as I love sushi. I love sushi. I can have sushi every single day. Very expensive. So I can't eat it every day. I eat it once in a blue moon because it is very expensive. And sometimes, I don't know if you guys are like this. I'm like this. I hate eating out because I get so excited. Like if it's a place that I really love, and this happens to me way more times than not. Like the sushi place. I love going to the sushi place. They're expensive here. I go and it's a different cook or whatever, sushi person, whatever, on, and I get my cherry hill roll and my tuna, like all my stuff, and it's yucky. The way they cut the fish is yucky. This is yucky. This is cold. That's hot. Whatever. And it sucks. And I spend all this money on sushi because I gag most of the time going into restaurants. I know it's a whole OCD weird thing. They make me go to restaurants once in a while, and I will do it for them, but I don't go often. I'd rather order it and come home and eat, or go somewhere and park and eat. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes sushi, like I'll get it from the same place and it's horrible. So then I won't get it for a while. And then I'll try another place, which is even worse. And then I get sad because I waste the money and food. Oh, I thought my dog was out there. And then food, what does food do? You eat it, it tastes good, it goes in your stomach and it comes out. And then it's like, well, that's wasted. I want to enjoy it. So sushi, that's a long answer, but sushi and, yeah. And seafood, I love. And a good pizza. A good pizza is not too bad. All right. My favorite art / craft. I'm a mixed media freak. And the reason I love mixed media is because you can do anything. If I do a page and I mess up, like a canvas or whatever, you can just go over it. You don't have to like necessarily start over. You just kind of, fix it and go on, or throw color over it and go on. And, I don't know. I love mixed media. You can use your markers and your pencils and the different kind of paints and papers and just the whole thing. And it ends up beautiful. Now I did a video yesterday. I did a video. Let me show you this. I got a question about taking a canvas, and newbies who are new to mixed media and new to art journaling and all that kind of thing get concerned about starting mixed media on a canvas, where, you just start and you put your papers down and you build your layers and do all that kind of thing. And they get nervous doing it on a canvas. So I was asked to show a way to do it where, it doesn't directly go on the canvas right away, but that you can still use it as a substrate. Like you can use it to hang on the wall or to sell or to whatever you want to do. So I did this yesterday, and I did the background. This is all one piece of paper. And when I did the background and I did her and everything, and then I glued the paper to the canvas, right? And then you can touch up the edges and do all that. And then you have your mixed media painting on a canvas. Now I did a very long video because some of you like my long videos, and it's a long one. And then I edited it to be like 17 minutes just with music, because some of you just like the music. So I have a long one that I talk, and then a quicker one. So if you do want to watch the video but don't want to watch necessarily as long as real time, then you can do it as fast. I like to do that once in a while if my videos are like over an hour or so, or close to an hour, because I know some of you don't enjoy watching them, but I do put them up, the long ones, because a lot of you like them. So I don't, that's kind of what I like to do. My favorite singer or group. Well, I love Jim Morrison and the Doors. I love Janis Joplin. Who else? Blue October. Love Blue October. Old Blue October. Sometimes when I'm working, I'll just put on, like, I have like a playlist on my YouTube with all kinds of different music, and I'll just let that play because it's so, I love Marilyn Manson. All depends on, old Metallica. I can go on and on. I'm also a Luther Vandross freak. Bless his soul. So it depends. I love 70s music, whether it's disco or whether it's just like, like 70s type music. So I don't know. That's kind of where I'm at. I'm kind of open to anything. I don't enjoy rap. Not so much like the newer rap, like old Eminem, the Beastie Boys I love, but that's from back in the day. Beastie Boys when I was young. Who else? Salt and Pepper, like, like old school. I'm old. I'm older. Do I like to cook? I love to cook. Love to cook. I just made 2 batches of homemade pickles. And matter of fact, today they're going to be good to taste because it's been like, I think they say 48 hours, or is it 48 hours? And 72 to 72 hours, something like that. Between then, you can taste the pickle. So I'm so freaking excited. I took a picture and put it on in my Instagram. And if you want to follow me on Instagram, my information is down below, of the pickles and all. I'm so excited, so excited, so excited. Because next I'm going to do, I did jalapenos before. I did pickling them. And then I pickled the pickles, pickled the pickles, and they're dill pickles. And what else was I going to do? Oh gosh, I don't know. So let me know down below if you guys want to see how I pickle my pickles. Yeah. Easy peasy. So much fun. And they're just refrigerator pickles. They're not, I mean, this isn't, I'm going to let you know, this is quick pickling. This isn't canning. I'm not canning them to where they're sealed tight and I can put them in the cabinet for months and months and months. I'm going to do that, I think, with corn or with other things. And if these turn out good, maybe I'll try that. But yeah, this is like quick pickling. I made 2 big things of them. Can you see me on the hand? Big things of them. Oh, excuse me. I gotta adjust myself. Yeah. So I'm so excited. So excited. So excited. So excited. Cheap, easy, like me, and delish. Because Dave and I were eating them as I was jarring them up. Like I was like, all right, taste it. Oh, let me taste one. Oh, you taste one. So yeah, really good. So excited. Okay. So I love to cook. I love to cook. Matter of fact, I'm going to start. My daughter does not know how to cook. Not at all. And so I told her I wanted her to pick like a handful of her favorite things that I make, whether it be dessert. I don't do many desserts, but whether it be dessert or food or whatever, meals. And I want her to start doing like just a little cookbook of stuff. And I want to teach her. I want to if her and I don't fist fight while we're doing this, but because I tried one time a few years ago and it didn't end well. I don't know if any of you guys have daughters. Teenage daughters, although mine's just turned 20, but yeah, they're wonderful, aren't they? Yeah. So yeah, she doesn't like to be told. Like if I'm like, no, you got to stir the regat and da 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 da, and she's like, but I'm gonna do it my way, and it's like, but that's not how you do it. You know what I'm saying? But I adore her. I love her. But we're gonna try it again. Hopefully, her and I are both more adult-like now, and because the most important thing to me is teaching her a few recipes, because I want her to learn how to cook. She doesn't have a clue. She can make one thing Emily makes that is off the charts delicious is homemade brownies, and not like a box mix. She literally makes with the cocoa powder and all the stuff and makes delicious, delicious brownies. And that is one thing she does. But that's it. Which, hey, that's not a bad thing. I mean, but I want her to start cooking and doing things like that. I get a lot of questions about my son, and as most of you probably know, he was 19 when he died. That's a video for another time. So I know a lot of you write me because I guess I mention him or I say things or I post or whatever, and y'all, you ask about him. So that'll be another video. I haven't done a real video, I think, in that about him for a while, quite a while. Definitely. I mean, I'm so thrilled. I just turned over 18,000 subscribers, which is like beyond delicious. And so I know a lot of you are new and a lot of you want to know, but that'll be a video for another day. Do I Skype with others? Not as much as they want me to. My poor friends always ask me to Skype, and I just don't have the time. I want to have the time. I want to make the time, and I'm trying to really do that. Honestly, with being involved in the what is it called? The ambassador program with Plaid. I'm loving it. I'm loving working with Plaid and everything like that. But it's a lot extra on top of me doing my videos, which I love. I'm not complaining because I absolutely love it. But it does, it takes importance, I guess, is a harsh word maybe. But it takes a little bit of importance, I have to, I have doctor's appointments. I have tests I have to get done. I have this, that, and I have my Plaid, and then I have my videos, and then answering emails and comment. Like, it takes a little bit of time to do all these things. So all the time sitting and Skyping, I can't fit in right this second, but I am on a journey to end up doing it. I'm also starting a Patreon. I've been talking about it for probably over a year. But a lot of you write me and say, can you do a Patreon? I'd love to be able to support you. And so I'm in the process of doing that. But I have to go, this is awful, but I have to go in, like, just nobody's going to donate, and that's fine. And it's not going to change anything I do. Like, I'm lucky you. It's not going to change anything. The only thing it is going to do is I will make time to Skype. I will be doing paintings and prints to give, like, do you know what I mean? Like that kind of thing. So I have to organize myself a little bit better to get that going, but I've already kind of started that ball rolling and making things and doing things. And I'm thinking about getting, Dave's going to help me set up a little bit better down here, because where I have my camera, it's a webcam, the Logitech 9000 or something. Anyway, he has it all rigged up here for me. I love it, but I have to, this is too much information, but I have to film me upside down. So every time I look, that's why I keep looking there, because I'm upside down. And even though I know I'm doing it upside down, I look over there and I'm like, oh, I'm upside down. Do you know what I'm saying? And then in my stonad head, I'm like, oh, that's because you're filming upside down, you moron. But when I put my camera down, it's right side when I record because of the way the camera is set up. I've had this camera for, I don't know, 8 years, probably. I mean, it's been long, way before my son passed, a long time. And I love it, but it's getting old and they're expensive. So that's another thing for the Patreon, like I can't afford, to buy another one, and with medication and everything that, I get jammed on takes a back seat, which is fine. I'm happy with it, but that's weird things. So my husband is going to help me try to organize myself a little bit better. I can't. I am a hot mess when it comes to organization. Look behind me. That's me organizing back there. Because my problem is, oh no, I can't throw that away. No, I can't throw that away. No, I got to save that. Well, I'm going to put this here, and then I'm nowhere. I throw away 3 pieces of paper and I'm done. So he's going to help me, which that's a whole other fight probably, but we're going to do it. I hope I can do it. Oh, okay. This was a good one. I get asked quite a bit. How do I keep motivated? Well, I think as a majority of us artists will tell you, art saves. Art saves me every single day. I crave it. There are days when I'm not feeling well. Like this week is my needle week. Me taking my needle, and I do it every 2 weeks. It's a harsh, harsh, harsh medication. And it for me, the way it hits me is I take it on a Sunday, and yesterday was what, Wednesday, and Tuesday night it started making me sick and nasty, apparently, if you talk to my husband and my daughter. And apparently, yesterday I was a really, really big wench, and I was not a nice person yesterday. And, it is what it is. But it makes me sick. And so I don't always get to come down and do art. Upstairs, I'll draw, I'll do whatever, but sometimes it's not the same as just walking around with paint all over you. You know what I mean? And really just sitting and playing mindlessly with the music on. So I keep myself motivated in the sense, and I do get uninspired. But that's where me watching YouTube videos comes in, and a lot of you artists and some not artists. And it motivates me. I love watching people's videos. I love seeing what everybody does. I love I love it. I love seeing people win, like when people have contests and stuff and people win them and they're so happy, and just silly things. So that keeps me motivated. Art journaling is wonderful because you don't have as much stress. Making backgrounds for me, for my mixed media, is one of my favorite things. I paint. I love following Painting with Jeanne, and I love painting on canvases and stuff like that. Um, so yeah, and if I come down and I'm not that motivated, and I sit and I look and I get overwhelmed at everything, I'll put on some music, maybe take a couple minutes and straighten up and that kind of thing. Look at my supplies, look at a magazine, that kind of thing, and you can go to the library if you have a local library that you can join for free and get art books and just sit and look. Go to the bookstore and just look. There's a lot of things I do to keep me motivated, but really doing it every day is what I love. It's what makes me the happy, like the happiest in my life. Besides Dave and Emily and my dogs and my cats. But you know what I'm saying? So I love it. I love it. And that's kind of, how I try to keep motivated. Like I said, there's days I don't. I'm not motivated and nothing works. And those are the days, and this is what advice I always give you guys when you write me. It's like, you know what? Let yourself not have a day of art. It'll come back to you. You'll miss it. It might take 1-2 days, but I always say, let yourself have a day or so to be miserable. And then set yourself, like I don't know what days today is, Monday or whatever. You say, okay, today I'm going to be miserable. And, I'm going to be miserable today, and I'm just going to let it go. And I'm not going to beat myself up, and I'm not going to, oh, I should be doing this. I should be doing the dishes. I should be doing this. None of that. And then, say by Wednesday, I'm going to get up and I'm going to go down to an art journal page. I'm going to get up and I'm going to go draw. I'm going to get up and I'm going to go crochet, whatever it is. Crocheting for me is another thing, gets me out of my funk. Because it's just mindless, but you're doing something, knitting the same. I love to knit and I love to crochet, but like it's instant gratification. You're doing your rows, your rows, your rows, your rows. Half hour later, you got something there, So that's kind of what I like to do. What do I do on my hard pain days? So if you are new to my channel, I have RA and fibro, and I'm in stage 4 chronic kidney disease. I have diabetes, I have osteoarthritis, I have pain, from the diabetes, the nerve pain. I can go on and on, but you see what I'm saying. On my hard pain days, do you mean before or after I cry and feel really bad for myself? That's horrible. On my hard pain days, what I like to do, I love to look through magazines, but I will tell you the truth. I will just sit with my snubby. This is like my blanket that my son got me, and I've had it. That's why I have this in the camouflage one, because he gave them to me right before he died, and so I have them still. But yeah, so I will just sit and I will watch TV and or put on Netflix or just watch. I'm addicted to court shows, and I mean like Judge Judy and People's Court and all those. I can sit all day and watch them because it's mindless and I love it. But sometimes I can't move my hands. I can't draw. And that's kind of what I do. I just chill. And there's not too much you can do about it. Now I've talked to you guys about, which I have upstairs, like a bed bag where you keep certain things in there so that you can bring up to you if you're stuck in your bed or on your couch that you can draw. If you saw next to my table where I sit in the living room next to my couch, there's magazines, there's I love uh I don't know what they're called, like recipe magazines, Food Network. I love Oprah. She's not a food magazine. Rachel Ray. Like I have all those, so those sit next to me, and I like just to thumb through them, and oh, that looks good, and I'll put the page, turn the corner down, and that kind of thing. So, yeah, so those kind of things. But I think what I really try to tell you guys all the time, for those of you out there who this affects, who pain affects, and fibro is awful, and RA and everything like that, is don't beat yourself up. I spent so many years beating myself up over things I don't have control over. I don't have control over. I have to take this needle. And if I don't take this needle, I'm going to have to go for IVs, and I don't want to go for IVs again. And so I mean, it is what it is. I can't sit and beat myself up and cry all the time over um, how sick I am. Do you know what I mean? Like some things you just kind of got to accept. Now, I'm really hard at accepting things. I'm having some issues right now. I wish I could talk to you about, but I can't. And or not right now anyway. But so I have a really hard time of letting go of things that in my head I don't understand. I'm somebody who has to understand everything. Why this? Why that? Do you know what I'm saying? And you know, that kind of thing. I don't know. But you have to learn to like give yourself a pass, that you are not weak. You're not weak. You're not selfish. You're not unmotivated. You're not lazy. You're not anything, but unfortunately you have chronic illness, and having chronic illness and chronic illnesses, which most people have more than one, um, it's not your fault. It's a shitty situation, and it stinks. And I mean, there's not too much we can do about it. And to constantly I already suffer from chronic depression really badly. And that's one of the things I've been going through. But I don't know. I have to learn to quit. What word do I want to say? Obsessing over things I can't control, and wanting to know why. Do you know what I mean? And that's what I do to myself. And I live in my head. So my head's always like this. What illnesses do I suffer from? I just answered that. Am I on medication for it? Yep. I'm on a lot of medications and needles and medications and yeah. I stopped taking my Xanax, which every day I kick myself in the butt for that, because lately I need it. But I quit taking it because I was just getting too dependent on it, and I couldn't take it anymore. But yeah, I'm on a lot of meds. How long did it take? What the heck did I write? How long did it take for me to have the nerve to do YouTube videos? This is the last question for today. I can't believe I'm 32 minutes in. Well, I've told this story before too. Let's see. I've been in the arts and craft community for 10, 15 years, if not longer. I don't even know. And back in the day when computers came, I feel so ancient, but when computers first started coming around into households and that kind of thing, and I don't even think Emily was born yet. So this is like the beginning of the 90s. Dave and I got a computer, and it was like one of the MS DOS computers, DOS. Anyway, we got one of those, and we would play those silly old games on it, and I would use it as a word processor, which is only really what it was, with floppy disks. And then we decided to invest in a computer. So that was like back in the day when we didn't have any of this stuff. But Yahoo and all them had mailing subscriptions. So you could go on Yahoo and you would have like 15 sentences, right? Numbered 15 of people writing replies and questions and posting, their pictures of what they've done and the art. So I started in the art and craft community then. I started clay, I started quilting, I started knitting. Were those the three? And then it went to jewelry making, mixed media, probably the last 10, 12 years, maybe. But yeah, so I started that way. And then how I got onto the YouTube was, I was doing live shows with another person, and it was under her name, and there was like 3 or 4 of us doing them, and we were doing live shows. We each had a day, and we used to use Link2. That's how old this is, Link2, right? Like how long ago? Because Link2 doesn't exist anymore on to do the videos. But so back in the day, that's what we did. There was Link2, and then there was the other, can't remember. I think I just anyway. So way back in the day, that's what I would do. I think my day was Tuesday, and I would do a live show on Tuesday, and then somebody would do one on Wednesday, and so and so. And so I started there, and then my son died, and then I hated everything and everybody. And then I continued doing live shows for the person that I was doing them with, the girls that I was doing them with. And then thought to myself, I need to get on design teams to hold myself accountable. If I have to do something for somebody else, then I will sit and do, because I wasn't doing any art or anything after he died. I hated everything. So I thought, to get back into this, I have a lot of arts and crafts and, all that kind of stuff. So I decided to try out for design teams, and I got on like 3 or 4 design teams, and that held me accountable for what I had to do, for doing with them. And that got my foot in the door again of doing my mixed media and like everything like that. And then I decided after a couple of years of that, I didn't want to do that anymore. And somebody found me on YouTube, and they asked me to be part of what they were doing. And it was a much bigger scale of live shows, and it was a company kind of thing, and it wasn't design teamy and that kind of thing. And so yeah, I did a meeting with them, and then I went with them, and then I was with them for quite a while. And then my illnesses kept getting worse and worse and worse, because I was also working too. I was working at this local school here, more than part-time hours, like maybe 30 hours, 35 hours. And I loved it. So it was hard to kind of balance all of this. So then I got really, really sick. My RA just really went nuts. And I had to quit the job. So then I was able to do this full time. I joined, anyway, long story short, I did this group, team, company, whatever they were. I did that for quite a while, and then I started to get really, really sick, and I had to back down and get off of it, because I just couldn't hold my end of the responsibility up. And so while I was on there, I was doing live shows. It was for them, but it was on my YouTube. And I had like 200 subscribers. It wasn't anything back then. And then I stepped down from there, and I said to Dave, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to try to do my own YouTube videos and just do it for people, because there was a lot of people. I was on the Facebook, and a lot of people were like, well, how did you do this or this and that and this and that? And I started to do live shows again on my own, and started showing people on YouTube what I did or what they were asking, and it just caught on. And here I am, and I don't understand it. But I started out at 200, and here I am now. So very grateful, very blessed, love it. But I don't know if I answered that question or not. But I've worked with a lot of companies. I worked on a lot of design teams. I worked on my own, like I said, doing live shows. I have Ustream. I have Link2. I'm trying to figure out the stupid YouTube Google thing. I can't figure that out. I don't even know I don't even understand it. So I'm trying to figure out where I want to do live streams at. And so the rest is history. That's it. Or her story, as they say. Yeah. So that's kind of my story in a very short nutshell. I hope short. I could probably talk for another hour. But yeah. And like I always tell you guys, if you want to start a YouTube, do it. Do it. Like I said, last week I was sitting here and I was like, you know what? I'm always on Pinterest because I love Pinterest, and there's constantly craft things and do this and do that. And I was like, wow, wouldn't it be fun to be able to do like a little series of like, will it work Wednesday or whatever, you know what I mean? And doing it and trying it. And although, I can't be perfect and do them perfectly like they do, I can see if the base of it works. And that's what I started doing. And I love it. It's only been 2 weeks, but I absolutely love it. And I have a lot of projects already recorded and a lot of projects to do in my list. So I'm very, very excited. And yeah, that's it. I just think be true to yourself and be who you are. And you know, there are so many people on YouTube, not to mention so many artists and so many things, and you can't get bogged down worrying what somebody else is doing. And that's part of the thing. Does it get to me sometimes? Yeah. If I'm going through my feed or I'm going on Facebook and I see people posting stuff and I'm like, really? But, you know, you can't get bogged down by that. You just have to, I want to help people, and I want people to write me. That's my greatest thing, is when people write me and send pictures or tag me on Facebook. Look what I did from watching your video. Look what that makes me so happy. It makes my heart smile. It makes me feel like I'm helping somebody. And even kids, like younger people than me, who write me and say, you know, I have bipolar, or I have schizophrenia or whatever. My family is not helpful. They don't believe me. They kick me, whatever it is. And I like helping. I just like helping. I like helping people. Yeah, and that's it. I am so sorry. This is 40 minutes. You'll never get this 40 minutes back. But yeah, so that's it. That's all the questions I'm going to answer today. If you have any questions, whether they're personal or about art or whatever, let them down below. Leave them down below. I'll write them down. And next week I'll answer some more. I don't mind. I don't mind at all. Don't forget to go check out my daughter. And you know what? I'm going to put my husband's link too. He has movie reviews and book reviews. Go check him out if you would please do so. I'd appreciate it greatly. And I love you guys. Thank you for spending this 41 minutes with me. I appreciate it greatly. Leave me the word skull in a sentence down below if you've made it all the way to the end. I'd appreciate it so much. And I like to see who watches and all the way to the end and all the way through. You know, because sometimes people will leave me comments and I can clearly tell that they didn't watch it all the way through. They might have watched like the first 4 minutes and then leave a comment asking me a question, even though I answer. It's very hard to explain, and I don't care. You watch me for 2 minutes, you watch me for 20 minutes. I'm happy all the way. But yeah, so that's it. Let me know how you're doing. And like I said, leave me down below any questions that you have. Anything. Let me know if you guys want me to make the pickles and do all that kind of stuff. I love doing them. I probably already asked you that, but so it is. And as always, please be kind to each other. You never know what battle somebody else is fighting. I love you guys, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.